this episode of Talking About Orcs, it is now Orktober. Welcome, we finally made it. The question is, how much longer do we have to wait? Well, we don't have a lot of information yet, but we do know a couple things that will affect the release. So the first thing we know is that the Speed Freaks box set is going to be first. That was released on talking about the Revving Up for October, released on the 2nd of October 2018 on the Warhammer community website. So we will have that first before the Codex. So that means the pre-orders for the Speed Freaks might come on the 6th, Saturday the 6th. If not, it'll be the announcement of the pre-orders. So it means the pre-orders will actually be on the 13th. I hope not. Let's just say, let's hope that the pre-orders for Speed Freaks is this week with an October 13th release date. And then it says up next after that is the Codex itself. So we're looking at a 13th pre-order. So the day the Speed Freaks box hits the shelf, you will be able to pre-order the Codex for an October 20th release, along with all the new kits, including the release of a new kit in their same video. They released a little video, kind of a dramatic thing. The Megatrack Scrapjet, where it says you don't need wings to fly. So that means this vehicle is going to have the ability to fly somehow. Either it will gain the flyer battlefield role, or it will have the fly keyword, or have the option of jumping over something as it moves. So yeah, that is the Megatrack Scrapjet. And I absolutely love the name, by the way. And the model itself is absolutely fantastic and just opens up the possibilities for custom work. I mean, that big jet engine with a spiral, oh yeah, the whole thing is a jet engine. I love this model more than anything else I've seen on the other ones. I would sell all my DACA jets and rebuild them with wings on this body without hesitation. That's how this is awesome. Anyway, the other thing I've noticed that no one else seems to be talking about is that all the new vehicles are on bases. I don't like that. I don't want my vehicles on bases. I want my vehicles just plain like they were before. And I hope it's not a trend of vehicles being based going forward. I definitely want, especially if it affects the game, if you're measuring from the bases on vehicles that aren't walkers. Of course, this doesn't account for walkers. Walkers are on bases because they're more infantry than vehicle. When it comes to vehicles, they shouldn't be on bases, I don't think. They've never really been on bases, and there's really no point for them to be on bases. Because you measure from the rules say you measure from the hull, so you don't need a base. And to be honest, I don't really think it adds anything to a vehicle, especially when it's so low slung and you can't really do any detail around it. Maybe this one you can have it like flying on a flying stand over a base. Maybe that would be cool. But other than that, I don't see any purpose. But again, that's just my personal preference. That's just the way I want it, or I like it. Doesn't mean it's the right way. So anyway, that is really all we know for now. I am going to wager that the Orc Codex will be released on the 20th. That is my bet at the moment. And so we'll just have to go from there. Unfortunately, I will not, if the Speed Freaks is being released on the 12th or the 13th, I will not be able to afford it at that time. So I'll have to wait a couple weeks before I can afford to buy that, especially if the Codex is coming out with data cards and everything else at the same time. So I wouldn't mind picking up the Speed Freaks just for those plastic terrain pieces and those new vehicles. And of course, it comes with 6 bikes, which is like an $82 value in and of themselves. So I think I ran it all long enough here. Let me know what you think. Is the Codex going to be released on the 20th or the 27th? I'm going to bet, I said, I'm still betting on the 20th. And that leaves them one more week in October to release more models if they need it. They need some of those new vehicles before the end of October release dates windows. Because they only release on Saturday, right? So the 27th is the last day they can release anything in October. So that's it for this episode. Please let me know your thoughts below, and thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this special October edition of Talking About Orcs. If you're in Europe, please consider pre-ordering your new Orc kits through Element Games using my affiliate link. You will receive an excellent customer service and the maximum discount allowed by Games Workshop, and helps out this channel just a little bit.